So let's ask ourselves this question. Do you think there is a sort of third party trying to control people right now? You could call that a government, you could call that the media, whatever you call it. But do you think there is a sort of third party that wants to control us in some form or another, right? And the obvious answer to that, if you answer that question in just 2 seconds, yes or no, and the answer would be no or yes, what do you think?
Yes.
Okay, now let's suppose for a second, let's pretend that the people, whoever they are that wants to control you, they kind of want to control you to the degree where it's very egotistical, meaning they don't think about you, but to me, it really sounds like they only think about themselves, and they are not trying to control you for your benefit. They want to control you for their benefit. Now, let's stop being naive here for a second, okay? Let's not be too simplistic, and let's really be honest. Let's really be honest with what would these people do? What's likely for these people to do? Do you think they would try to control you to give you a better life and make your life wonderful and happy and really empower, transform you for your happiness? Do you see that happening in the world right now? Like, what would be a fast, intuitive, obvious answer?
No, personally, I think they have the main goal that they want everyone to agree
Uh-huh.
and to go with it.
So when we see something like this, now let's ask ourselves another question. So let's supposedly, if these people exist, let's also ask this question. Do you think they understand that people are easily gullible, controllable, and obedient when they are afraid? Do you think they understand that? Do you see that fear tactic being played? Because you understand that when people are afraid of something, they jump into fast conclusions without checking everything. For example, taking a sort of medicine without even knowing what's in it. That seems quite something I see every day happening now. Now, what if these people all of a sudden had a vision of total control? They don't want to only control you, but they also want to own you, okay? Meaning permanently. So there is no reverse gear. There's no reversal to this. They want to permanently own you, almost like you're being farmed. If they are at that level, would it be wise to expect any sort of mercy or any sort of humanity left in them? Do you think these people would be like Saint Mary, nice people? Or do you think they'll go with everything they got to control you and own you? And if you see that happening, if they understand how powerful you are, they may probably soon understand that we're too much in numbers. Another human being on this planet, it's more than enough to do the hard labor, to suck the life energy out of us. We don't need as many people. As a matter of fact, they only need less than 10%. And then we would be easily controllable because we would not have the advantage of numbers anymore. Then the process would be irreversible and your life would be hell on earth itself. Hell on earth. And that may happen if you remain in a state of fear. So at the end of the day, you're the one who's deciding, are you going to create heaven on earth or hell on earth? Because you are the owner and the creator of your own fears. The fear does not lie outside. When you see fire, right? Somebody who is phobic to fire, the fire has no emotion, right? You'll see people panicking when they see fire because they had a bad experience when they're little kids. Whenever they see a little flicker of a lighter, they are, oh my God, I'm phobic to fire. Now, what did the fire do to you, right? Who's creating the fear, the fire or you? So in a sense, you may realize that the only person who can fix this is us, not just us as a group, but you as an individual also. Because the longer you allow this to happen because you're afraid of something, the more difficult it'll get to reverse. But the pain and the suffering that you have brought upon yourself is self-inflicted, meaning you are inflicting your own pain. When humans graduate that process of change, that's when they will see no pain and they will see heaven. That's the dilemma that we're going through as a collective consciousness at this moment. So don't blame your government, don't blame your president, don't blame your media, right? Stop blaming anything, anyone, but start taking action. Put more energy into self-love, confidence, and take action. Fight for your rights. You got the internet. You don't need to actually go outside on the streets with a gun. You even have the internet. It's more convenient than our ancestors. And then you can go out in the streets. But whatever you do, the more selfish you remain, the more pain, the more freedom will be taken away, and the more pain you will inflict on yourself. Now ask yourself, does this sound like a very familiar scenario that a lot of people create individually also in their lives? And if the answer is yes, then you got the solution. The solution is just what I said to you.